Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. GBP USD pulling in demand at critical support structure in 1.324060 http ntvforex.com news ID 676913 4 minutes ago by Ross J. Berland. GBP USD bears, pessimistic on Brexit hopes and UK economy, seek NBSP test and hold of 1.330020 resistance structure. Bulls seek a break above 1.3320. Banking on a weaker USD environment. GBP USD is currently trading at 1.3266 between a low of 1.3267 and 1.3359 as the price pulls back to support structure and potentially gears up for the next bullish towards the psychological 1.35 handle. NBSP. The US dollar has found a bid this week on the back of NBSP strong manufacturing data with surging PMI and factory orders. However, there are structural concerns over the greenback's dominance now that the Federal Reserve has confirmed the bull's worst nightmares. Last week, the Fed's Chairman Powell rubber-stamped the lower for longer stance, which had already been well telegraphed in prior communications, although the official seal has shaken the greenback to its core. A number of bearish factors are weakening the dollar's reserve currency status, and the monetary expansion in the United States is here to stay for a long while longer. The Fed's move to average inflation targeting and negative real yields will drive the dollar lower. The Fed has its pedal NBSP to the metal in terms of NBSP, the reflationary accelerator, so a weaker dollar is going to be part of the preferred monetary policy mix at this early stage in the recovery cycle. So long as there is a period of calm in European politics, then the DXY, the FX space's preferred measure of the dollar vs a basket of currencies, heavily weighted to the euro, will continue to be pressured. NBSP DXY test resistance. The DXY currently trades at 92.84 after a battle back from the recent post-Powell speech NBSP 91.74 lows. NBSP. So far, the correction is quite dim when looking on the weekly chart, and a failure at resistance will open the risk of a downside extension. That's a saving grace for the pound for its vulnerabilities is now NBSP likely masked by the US dollar's muddy waters. Tomorrow's non-farm payrolls will now be the main focus for the remainder of the week for USD markets. GBP's winter of discontent. Looking forward, there are plenty of downside risks to the pound on the domestic front. Firstly, the pound revealed its fragility earlier this week when dovish remarks by policymakers in front of the House of Commons Treasury Committee, which signaled fears of risks due to the COVID-19 crisis, shook its foundations. A full 5 members of the 9-strong MPC spoke, with key speakers including Governor NBSP Bailey, Deputy Governor Ramsden, and external MPC member Velig. All 3 emphasized the degree and speed to which the BOE could expand its easing policies further. Cautious about the outlook, despite a healthy rebound seen so far in consumer spending. Deputy Governor Broadbent's NBSP speech. NBSP focused on the challenges of inflating public debt away. NBSP BOE's Michael Saunders and an external member of the MPC will also speak on Friday. Saunders' NBSP has voted in the past for further quantitative easing. His view has been one that echoes the cautionary opinion that it is better to do too much too soon than too little too late. NBSP negative rates, as one solution. NBSP remain a thorn in the side of the pound. NBSP. Then, there is Brexit, and things are not looking too promising, which is making for a likely winter of discontent in UK politics and for the pound. Talks for a new trade agreement between London and the European Union (EU) have recently stalled with a number of disagreements. The latest media reports suggest that the UK government reportedly sees no prospect for extending the transitional period for the negotiations, and time is running out. The transition or the implementation period ends on December 31, 2020. There is more than a 30% chance for a no-trade deal Brexit, according to a recent report by JP Morgan, Reuters reported. The chance of no deal is about a third, but with brinkmanship part of the process, it may appear higher than that before the agreement is reached. According to JP Morgan. It would be a surprise to us if enough progress were made to bring agreeing a treaty by end October into view. The absence of that progress will generate pressure for interventions from UK and EU leaders. However, At this stage, we see little that suggests any major softening in the EUA's position or unity around it. Nevertheless, the UK's Prime Minister, while confident that there will be no extension to the period, remains NBSP optimistic about reaching an agreement soon. GBP USD levels. As can be seen, cable has taken a knock recently as the dollar picks itself up to test resistance. NBSP. There are two scenarios at this juncture. Firstly, the pound has stabilized at the support of a daily impulse within the bullish trend. The price has corrected to a 61.8% Fibonacci retracement and meets a critical structure. Bulls will be looking for signals of a bullish environment on lower time frames for a long opportunity. NBSP on the other hand, if 1.3320 holds as a resistance, there will be the case for a bearish bias and break subsequent retest of the current support structure. NBSP overview today. Last price 1.3276 today. Daily change 0.0075 today. Daily change percent 0.56 today. Daily open 1.3351. NBSP trends. Daily SMA 20 1.3166 daily SMA 50 1.2876 daily SMA 100 1.2648 daily SMA 200 1.2736 NBSP levels. Previous daily high 1.3402, previous daily low 1.3284, previous weekly high 1.3357, previous weekly low 1.3054, previous monthly high 1.3396, previous monthly low 1.2982, daily Fibonacci 38.2%, 1.3329 daily Fibonacci 61.8%, 1.3357 daily pivot point S1 1.3289 daily pivot point S2 1.3227 daily pivot point S3 1.317 daily pivot point R1 1.3408 daily pivot point R2 1.3465 daily pivot point R3 1.3527 NBSP. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://mt5.expert.advisors.